Okay, dear students, once again I am in front of you to discuss certain things. So today I'll first discuss the certain terminology like the luminescence. So what is luminescence? There are objects in this universe which releases light energy without any external efforts. Such type of a spontaneous emission of light by substance. No, it is not due to the heat energy or any cold light. That means we have not put any external efforts. Without any external efforts, if some objects releases the light energy, then such type of phenomenon is known as luminescence. So that means luminescence is nothing but it's a form of cold body radiation. It is a cold body radiation, and it is caused due to chemical reaction or due to electrical energy or due to subatomic motions or due to certain stress on a crystal. So, this is the cold body radiation, no external efforts are applied. So, without any external efforts, if certain body releases energy, light energy spontaneously, then it is called luminescence. Okay, very simple. Now another terminology, fluorescence, we have already discussed it in the discharge tube, cathode ray discharge tube. So fluorescence is a process in which light energy is emitted. In this process, first a substance which gets irradiated, that means it will be attacked or it will be collided by certain other kind of energy, electromagnetic radiation or light energy or heat energy or any kind of energy. It first absorbs the energy and then it releases light energy. This type of illumination is known as, this type of glow is known as fluorescence. Generally in fluorescence what happens? First the body absorbs the light energy of shorter wavelength and releases the light energy of longer wavelength. That means the fluorescence body absorbs high energy and releases the low energy radiations. So generally what happens, and this glow is continue, and this glow will continue till we supply the energy. The moment we stop supplying energy, it will stop emitting light energy. So in case of fluorescence, body absorbs the energy of shorter wavelength, that means having shorter wavelength means it will have the higher energy. So it absorbs the higher energy and releases the lower energy light. So in this case it absorbs the light energy or any other kind of energy, particularly heat energy or light energy or electromagnetic radiation of a shorter wavelength, and releases the light energy having the longer wavelength, and that is why it releases the lower energy than the absorbed radiation. So this is the case of fluorescence. And in case of fluorescence what happens? Till we supply the energy, till we supply the electromagnetic radiation, heat energy or light energy or any other energy, it will glow till that time only. Once we stop supplying energy, immediately it will stop emitting light energy. This is called the fluorescence. I will just discuss about the phosphorescence material. Same process is there. Here also it absorbs the light energy, heat energy or any other kind of electromagnetic radiation and releases the light energy of longer wavelength. So in case of phosphorescence material also, it also absorbs the higher or lower wavelength energy lower wavelength energy and releases the longer wavelength energy. Okay. So again in phosphorescence also the process is approximately same as it is in fluorescence only. The only difference is that phosphorescence material are those that it glow even we stop heating. Even we stop heating, even we stop supplying the electromagnetic radiation, even we stop the supplying the light energy, heat energy or electromagnetic radiation, even we stop, it will continue to radiate energy afterwards for quite some time, and this time may range from few hours to few days also, few seconds to few hours also. So it is, so in case of fluorescence, glow is there till we supply the energy. In case of phosphorescence, the emission of light continue even we stop supplying heat energy, even we supply, even we stop the supplying heat energy. Okay. So in this case the release of energy is immediate and it is only visible till the light source is continuously supplying it, while in phosphorescence material it can store the energy, absorb light energy or heat energy or electromagnetic and it will continue to release later in an as an afterglow. That means it will persist to glow even after we stop supplying the heat energy. So this is the difference between fluorescence and phosphorescence. Okay. So this is the difference we must remember. These are the terminology which we must remember. So that means if you want to differentiate between phosphorescence and fluorescence, we must remember if the emission of light disappears immediately, it is fluorescence. If it, that means emission of light lingers, it is phosphorescence. And now one more is remaining, chemiluminescence. It is again the same process, but in the case of chemiluminescence it requires chemical reaction in this case. So it needs activation. So in case of chemiluminescence it needs activation. Till we make it activated, it will continue to glow until and unless the reaction is there, there is a chemiluminescence. So chemiluminescence will continue till the chemical reactions are taking place, because chemiluminescence is a glow which is caused by a chemical reaction. Now we will take an example. We will picture a scene at nightclub. So modern day people go to nightclub, you are aware about the nightclub. In nightclub people use a lot of fabrics. So in nightclub if you enter, that is dark place where people dance and enjoy. There you will be able to see teeth, eyes and the fabric. So people uses fabric glowing under the black light, under the dark. In the dark our teeth glows, eyes glows and the fabric we wear in the nightclub, that glows. These are the example of the fluorescence material. These are the example of fluorescent. Okay. And in the club at the gate there is a emergency exit is written, emergency exit is written. That is the example of phosphorescence, that is the example of phosphorescence. And during the dance or the activity we use glow sticks. So when you collide one stick with another stick, it start glowing, because glow sticks contains the chemical. Glow sticks, you take the two sticks, one sticks another, like another two sticks you can take like this, one stick another this sticks. Okay, if you collide these two sticks together, both sticks will start glowing, because these two sticks contains the chemicals, different chemicals inside the same sticks. So when we jerk, or if we make them to collide with one another, in that case these sticks start glowing. Why? Because in this stick different kind of chemicals are kept. When we jerk it or when we make it to collide with one another, these chemical mixes with one another, and due to this shaking mixes with one another, and due to certain chemical reaction it starts glowing. So this is the example of chemiluminescence. So at one place in nightclub you have understood which one is known as fluorescence, which one is known as phosphorescence, which one is known as chemiluminescence, and these three are all together are known as luminescence. So there are three type of luminescence: fluorescence, phosphorescence and chemiluminescence. So these are the certain terminology we have discussed. Now I will discuss another topic in next